Alright, what we're going to do is I'm going to write out some, can you see that right there? Let's see. Let's see. How you fucking spell peppermint? I'm trying to think because my head's. Let's see. Pintos, honey. Okay, and what I'm doing is just writing out. I got a speaking code for you. And that's sad. But what we can do is we'll find out what Google says. I'm just writing out some of the stuff. Excuse me, because, all right, let's see. Strawberries, blueberries, bananas. What else was it? Some different stuff, but what I'm gonna do is I guess I could talk about what, like, now. Okay, let me go over here and get one of these beats. Look, this is what we have to do is we have to do this. Let me write this out. We have to do this. You know what's funny? That's never talked about. You know? And I mean, truthfully, just looking at that, you have your own shit, so we're the same. Okay, but look, this right here is a machine. This is a machine. You know what this runs off of? It's very easy. Nobody even knows it. It's like, you know what it runs off of. It runs off of this. That's what it runs off of. That's, to the people who don't know much like this, you know, people just laugh. And it's like, so, I mean, wouldn't that be very important? I'm just giving you a visual. Isn't this very important? And some people, yeah, of course. I know all about it. I've memorized everything. But what is this made of? What material is it made of? Where's it going to come from? It's going to come from substances like that. And then the gray pea matter, or the, up here in the claustrum, let me elaborate a little bit more. Cerebrum, cerebellum, heart-shaped. They say Jesus is in your heart. Yeah, because you don't send your thinking and thoughts to the judge up here and judge that shit. So everybody's here. and an ego. And so there's the pineal and then the pituitary, okay? And the claustrum. And within this claustrum, there's a secretion. And that secretion, it's a fluid, okay? And it's no longer a secret like it says in Scripture. But that fluid, when it comes out of the cloister, the closet, claustrum, when it comes out of there, it separates. One goes into the pineal and one goes into the pituitary. One takes on a yellow-like substance, magnetic, or electric, and the other one takes a negative charge, which would be a white-like substance, positive and negative. And then as those come out of those, when it comes out of this cloister, and it creates those currents, which would be this electric cord, spinal cord, and then what it's going to do is come out and then cross at the base of the medulla oblongata, at the base of the skull. So you've got positive and negative crossing. Yeah. In Scripture it says it lit the whole house. This is a house. To build a house, you have to have the material. You gotta have material. Now, what material do you have? Look, do you see that thing? What is that wire doing all the way down? Crossing. Wonder why? Because it's creating more of a current. Your spine, the elevator, the syringe comes from the spinal cord. You know how many inventions comes from your spinal cord? Everything, basically. So, I did that because I want you to get a visual. And those quinoa mixed with this, I mean, just look at it. It's like, oh yeah, that's going to be good. I mean, that. And listen, I know it sucks. But the same way that your body yearns for poisons is the same way eventually it'll yearn for that. But what I do is I mix. I ain't even got the beets up here. I mix that with that. And I eat a bunch. And just eat it all the time. But this is mixed. What I do is I mix the flax seeds, the chia seeds, the hemp seeds. I mix those. Thyme, cilantro, I've got chamomile and other stuff. Not all this all at once, but I'm going to tell you what I do mix all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These right here. Every morning, shit, for probably 8 years now, along with 1 egg with the yolk and 4 no yolk, and then 1 shell. And see, and I know it's not good. And then I'll put a piece of Swiss on it from time to time. Okay, but this 1 shell is a spinach shell, so you know it's like a 12-inch tortilla shell that you would make wraps out of. And that's what I do is I get up, and I've done it every morning for going 8 years now. And all this is combined in there with that. And then all this is see, and this is a red bell pepper. Oh, I'm sorry. And then purple onion. Because see, that color, that purple onion, and then the red bell pepper, okay, and then the properties within these, and then the properties within this. Once it goes into here, okay, this is a combustion chamber. That's where the invention comes from. from us. Look, once this goes into here, it's broken down, combustion chamber, digestive system, and then air, electric, combined with that, processes it and then turns it into the blood. And then your blood comes from the fuck you eat. Well, I would say for the past, I guess probably going on 3.5 years, some things I just can't talk about. Because I always do these transformations. And we did in the beginning, and then you find out, fuck, everybody's so dumb, they don't want to get in shape. And then you just keep it to yourself, but you do things, and, fuck, I can't talk about it. Okay, but listen, so this is every morning. But for the past 5 years, this right here, like sage, rosemary, spearmint, peppermint, I've got some different stuff too, some knockout roses. But I'm always grabbing the leaves. Like, I've got a little, here's some spearmint that I'm bringing back my daughter killed. So what I do is the bigger ones, I rub it. Now, that I just did went into here, went into there, to those. I didn't have to go to the store and buy any fucking thing that says it's got pepper and spearmint in it. I can just fucking grow it. It's that fucking easy. Don't listen to him. He's a fucking dummy. And then what I'll do is now, granted, my diet now that's solid every morning. But once a week, I might get one of those vegetarian thin crust pizzas from Domino's and burn that shit off just because I'm so tired. But I'll usually go through the whole day with just drinking water. And I'll drink a little coffee from time to time throughout the day and just pour the rest of it out. Because the old self says you just want a little bit of it. But I'm always flushing out. Does that make sense? While the rest of the world is absorbing what's not made of them, Matt is. And so in the evening, I might throw a sweet potato in with this. Because when you mix that and that up, it looks, you can already see your blood, what it's going to look like. And then once you see, if people saw and knew, it's like, oh, that's going to turn into my blood. Yeah, ding, ding, ding. What we got for her, Johnny? Nothing. Because they're still dumb to the haters. Look, the whole concept of bodybuilding, think about it. I came from all that shit. Is beyond real. Because all this right here has properties of these. That's what all this is. All this is connected to the 12 systems anatomy. But this would be a smoothie. When I'm into my smoothies, see, it's fixing to warm up. And this is all day. And I'm putting celery. I need to put that on there. I'm always putting that in that. And then putting those in there. And then doing this. Because Jupiter's right above me. And Jupiter is my sign. It's there for signs and seasons. And so that light charges this glass, the glass ceiling, it says in scripture, charges this whole jar and everything in it. And then when I drink it the next morning, it's like, let's go get it. And then here comes everybody out of their house, filled up. Hey, he's crazy. He's fucking crazy. And it's like, when you get there, and I'm not saying do what I do. That's not what I'm saying. I can pull my journals out, but I don't want to do that right now. Okay? So, but it would be this mixed, and then all that. I'd get, because I mix it up in a big tub of this, and just all together, and then I scoop it out and put it in whatever it is. If I buy one of those cheap ass salads, pre-mixed salads, which I should make my own, but if I buy one of them, I'm always putting that on it. If I get the pizza, when I come home, I'm sprinkling that on the pizza. See, look, we're so deep into the shit that you're not going to be like, hey, I'm getting out all this complete. You're not, no, it's not going to happen. Listen, we are working on some major structure and discipline, and it's still hard because of the overwhelmingness of the idiocy around you. And all that idiocy has energy. And before too long, it's just like drinking. You can be so good into doing better with all this, building this, and then collapse. And then revert back to old ways. But that's the thing is, you know, throw the drinking away and just look at the foods. But let me read something. Let's see if I can find it right quick. It says, the food and drink taken into the stomach and the air breathed into the lungs furnishes all the materials of which the body is composed. But see, it's what we introduce. And by this, the juices of the stomach, pancreas, and liver in the food is dissolved. And particles taken up by the absorbents. These are carried everywhere by the addition of oxygen from the air. They are changed to blood. And see, here's the fucking thing. Do you see how hard it is to talk about this? Because I could literally fucking blast them into their fate next year. You know, I mean, seriously, look, listen. I'm going to put a percentage up here. And that's probably a low number. Of the nation every day. That's what they do. Every day. Generationally into it now. Okay? And all that right there does what? Yeah. So, what are we doing? Not only what's physically doing its job. You see how we relate drinking to this? And now we can relate, instead of all that shit, get busy, walk outside, and get some of this stuff and just rub it. And the unseen will light the whole house. It's still on my finger. It's like, yeah, free. He's fucking crazy. He's Satan. And where do you learn all that? You get coupons when you're young in certain structures on certain days. And see, we've done videos on the long time ago. You know, you had certain days of lunch that are literally fast food chains now. So you see it. You're young. You get a coupon to it, and you grow older and have an offspring, and then that's, you don't understand. It's very easy to see how this thing works like in Nefarious says. He says, I'm a demon who understands the value of patience. These sons of bitches can't even understand. This is them. That's Arimar. That's what we're saying. And then you throw this shit in there, and it's fucking really the damn Arimar. It's crazy. The only way all that can happen is because of that. And these. And ads and pictures and all that other shit. And listen, this is just a small... I need to sit down and like honey. You just don't understand how badass honey is. With real cinnamon. And get a little lemon and squeeze in it. And warm it up, 2 or 3 ounces, and stir it up, and just fucking feel your, just be like, that's what I'm saying. People don't understand, and I wish I could be more in detail. But I can't, because I mean, this thing don't fucking play around when it really, really goes at something and destroys them though. But anyways, and every one of these have a different color, and so did everything in there. So instead of us seeing nature, we see this, and it goes into the colors of all these wrappers and shit. And that's what we're saying is it's a joke. I mean, if you can't understand, like, here we are later on into our lives learning this shit. Why? Because this has been it. And the people still fucking, they just damn. I know a group of individuals who are literally about to sink their ship, just like an alcoholic, because they just fuck that pride, buddy. They will not admit that they have lost royally. And just like anybody with pride, they ain't going to admit it. What could be saved is going to be in flames. And it will. And the only way it's going to change is if the head. Remember, I've taught y'all, because it's been given to me, how if the head is corrupt, then the rest of the body is. This can be a family, a business, a school, a church. This can be anything. You can apply it to anything. And if the head is fucking corrupt, then the rest of it's corrupt. And that's what we keep saying. It's like you can get out of this system, but you're never going to stop being controlled. You'll never be. The only time that we'll be free is when we cross over, and then we get on the front line. But I'll add a whole lot more to this. Because, I mean, I'll throw cornbread in there from time to time because I'm not bread, milk, none of that shit. Nothing. No tea, nothing. I ain't drank soda in 37 years, 36, something like that. And that's one of the main reasons. And what's crazy is that guy said that, and I took heed to that shit. It was an NBA player. I was at some camp, and he said, stop drinking them. And I was like, hell yeah. But alcohol took over. But what if I was drinking both? You know, because, I mean, I still have my teeth, even through all that shit. And that's what I've said is your blood is not everybody has the same blood. And they don't. Not everybody's of God. And they'll come at you with that shit. And I'd say that's 80% now. And probably 90. You know, but I just wanted to give this to you for you to just get an idea. You know, because like I said, I have to sit down and write out some stuff because this is just so broad, because there is other things that's in here. You know, because it's like I look for Cadbury eggs everywhere. So I can find crack easier than I can a fucking Cadbury egg in this town. That's fucking bad. You know, and then you go find these little bitty ones and they're fucking $7. Like, they're literally 70 cents each for a little bitty one. It's like, what the hell? But we know what's up. So, you know, because your old nature is there. And the more you have around you to feed off of each other, then the more better chance you have or staying connected to, you know, something positive. You know, because this is it's not a lonely life. Those are fucking life forms. Those are beings. If you get into growing shit, God created those beings to control all that. He got us to fucking deal with. And people can't, he's crazy. There's just heaven and hell. Disney is okay. I've seen probably 30,000 hours. And I have no idea that my cognition and my will, why hadn't Disney taught this? No, fuck no. Go be a gender bender. And people are so ignorant, and it's because this has been built around this. they're not fucking real. And when you get to here, then they'll really hate you. And that's what I'm saying. Just hide all this shit from them. See, I can't do it no more, though, because I could start doing some videos of when I'm eating some of the food and show you the portions of them. You know, because, I mean, you can overload on this. That quinoa, dude, this is, I mean, seriously. That mixture right there. That, and then you can take the leaves. That's what I'm saying. I got to go more in detail. The leaves of the celery, that's nitric oxide for the anatomy, and potassium phosphate, which is for your blood. But you take the leaves from those and that, and then put them in that shit along with that shit, and you're like, whoa, woo, woo, woo. And people look at you, and they're just like, you're fucking crazy. And it's like, you're drinking a soda, bro. You want your battery cables clean? Let me see it. There you go. You're drinking it. You're an engineer, right? And a physicist, you fucking idiot. So I told one of them, he was just like, who is this guy? This guy's crazy. And I'm like, it's a yes or no question. Does it cause diabetes? Maybe. And I was like, that's a yes. Go fuck yourself. Matt Childs wins again. Because I'm like, come here, bro. Come here. Since we're so far flying out there, how do you think the root gets there? The roots right there. I mean, there should be roots literally everywhere if we're in your model. Like huge fucking roots and stuff. Crazy shit just popping out of the ground. And he's just sitting there like, and I said, that light up there, Saturn is the one in charge of those roots right there. And I said, reason why is because that damn roots the furthest in the ground, and then it goes Mars and Jupiter, and then the ground, and then Venus, Mercury, and the moon is above it. The same way it's up there. I said, how do you think all this gets its color? It's the same way an LED light has different lights, colors in it to do different things for people growing different shit inside, whatever. It's just imitation. It's very easy. And every year during spring, there's a certain group up there that produces the blossom, the smell, and all that shit. You want to start looking into it? Oh, he's crazy. He's crazy. Observation, bro. You calculation. And that one of them's like, dude, you really fucked him up. And it's like, not really. I love him. I said, you know, but he's one of these Ahrimanic beings that they've raised from day one that thinks fucking. And that's the whole thing is back in the day when I was young, we had fucking birthday parties at McDonald's. That was when real fucking, like, the Hamburglar dudes in there with the playground that was metal. So, like, when you bumped heads with somebody and hit something, you literally busted two fucking sides of your head. And you fell on concrete. Yeah, and see, when all that's like that, then you create more fucking injuries. Oh, shit, yeah, we're going to do something about that. There's 800 hospitals. Fucking A, just off injuries alone. Just ever find the fucking food and drink coming in there that's turning into that. I'll never forget it. Hulk cakes, huge fucking cakes, so much sugar. Because I love the Hulk. And it's crazy how it's like, you know, the parallel of all that shit. You know, but I gotta take a nap, man. I'm really fucking tired. Because some events, you know, major changes are fixing to happen for people. And I really don't know if they've really thought about it. You know, but truthfully, it's the chemistry. It's like, you can't. My whole story is the longer I've stayed away, the more of this has happened. The more I was in a certain place, the more that happened. Okay? And it's sad because, I mean, trust me, I don't want to be the one to tell people about how wrong everything is. And the thing is for 10 years, people don't even know me. They have no idea. They just think I go home and just sit there. He just sits there and does nothing. And truthfully, I've had to go hustle. I've had to go out and, you know, mow, do construction, do different shit. You know, and legally, fucking just like everybody else, depend on paycheck to paycheck from time to time. But I mean, I'm smart enough to where when you make enough money, you because it's fake, And the system wants you to crumble so you get enough caught up until you get back on your feet. And then you fucking deal with these mortgage companies. There's nothing said in any paperwork. I'm fucking loading up house payments left and right. And you know what? I get a invoice that says you've missed a payment. And I called and I said, what the fuck are y'all doing? Well, we haven't received a payment. And I said, you've received fucking 7? This is fucking crazy. And they put it all towards, it is stupid. And then, of course, they said, I said, let me guess, you're going to have to let the board review it? Yes, sir. And I said, yeah. I hope this is recorded. And I was nice. And I said, let me tell y'all something right now. When you send a fucking payment in that's exactly for the fucking payment, that means, and it says on there for the fucking house with the fucking loan number on it for the fucking month. But you put it into your own fucking shit, which is my shit, it's stupid. And it was insane because it's like it was a test. Because it was literally like, guys, I got to go get this shit straightened out. Like, this is stupid. Because the guy on the phone's acting like I'm some broke dick. And I said, pull your history up. It's like I had to walk them through it. And truthfully, I never even been through that experience before. But truthfully, it's like, that's how easy this system can easily just, people being lazy on doing their job. And then you get jammed up and by design. And that's why I've told some people, I said, man, if you really know somebody and trust them, and if you're sitting on finances, I would help them out. And be like, I'm not going to do nothing with this money anyway, so let me pay your shit off and then you fucking pay me back, because if this shit hits, like MC and others are saying, you ain't going to be able to pay anymore. Right. And there's my fucking deed to society, is by helping. It's crazy everybody just dies out. And then, hell, there's a huge inheritance chunk that goes to the government. It's insane. Why would they do that? Why has nobody? Paul, why are you not, what does he say? Why are you not stomping the ever-living shit out of Paul? Why is he in my head holding a rifle? Paul, what the fuck is your major in Full Metal Jacket? Oh, I'm losing my mind now. I'll redo one shortly. Love you.